Hey guys, it's Steph. This is a video about a tweet found on Twitter, written by one of the story group, Lucasfilm story group guys. And I just kind of want to put my 2 cents in. I've known that RJ wrote the TLJ script at least while TFA was being filmed. And it's nothing to be angry about. And also feel free to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for more content, and get ready. This is a matter-of-fact discussion. Hey guys, as you can see in the preview, this is going to be kind of a short kind of video about certain revelations that have come up. And that aren't really revelations to me because I've known this for months. On Twitter, Matt Martin, who's part of the story group, and actually a pretty good guy. I don't have any problem with him. He's a kid, so, you know, he basically admitted in public that RJ had written a script, he says, before TFA came out. I don't, honestly, because here's the deal. The TFA was written in 2013. So, TLJ was written before. I think probably what he meant was TLJ was written and submitted as TFA was being filmed. Because JJ had written not one script, but two other script outlines for number 8 and number 9 that and JJ liked what RJ had done, apparently, at least according to RJ, which, you know, he's a liar, so he can be full of shit. What does it mean? Well, with TFA not being finished filming, and the story, and you know how they film movies now, they don't have a script that they don't change. They go, every day there's rewrites. There's lines being rewritten. There's whole scenes being rewritten, configured. So, you know, you get a movie going, and these movies, it can change on a dime. I mean, and that's actually what's happening right now with episode 9. No one really knows what's going on as far as I know. I don't know how they're going to pull this out because TLJ really fucked everything up. There is no continuity. I'm going to leave Matt Martin's tweet on this because I think it's very interesting. It's basically admitting publicly that RJ didn't follow the plan. All right? Now, he, I think, probably followed what JJ wanted in episode 8 in the initial script. And then once he got a chance, he catered to the lowest common denominator, the fangirls who don't go to the movies over and over again, who don't buy the stuff, who aren't Star Wars fans. Because a Star Wars fan would hate this movie. Okay. You know, and he stole fanfic. Now, Matt says he wasn't aware of it, of any fanfic being stolen. And, you know, you look at Street Solos, Signs and Smoke Signals, and you can pretty much see every line of that novel ending up in the last, in that 100,000 word piece of shit screed in The Last Jedi. All right. So yes, he did steal fanfic. He did not follow JJ's ideas. You know, and the fact is, I really believe that Mark Hamill did not know that they were going to kill off Luke until he saw the movie. That's why he has that look on his face, like, you know, he looks like a guy going through PTSD. And so what does this mean? Well, first off, I knew about this for months, and I've actually said this in public, that JJ, you know, basically RJ was writing the script while JJ was filming TFA, and that he already had a script done. I know I've said this on this channel, and it doesn't surprise me, so that's why I'm not angry. It's a waste of time now, as things that I have said happened come to light publicly, okay? That other people have said, Craig has said happened, that come to light publicly, okay? And eventually we're going to get to the point where we're going to get a public admittance of the stolen fanfics. Because if they're saying this now, next year, what are we going to hear? Okay? So I just, I kind of wanted to address this because it's not a shock to me. It's a waste of time getting angry. I knew what it was. I knew that he'd done that. It was something that just kind of was like, yeah, well, figures. You know, my thing is, what else are we going to find out? And that's the crux of the matter. It also proves that even if JJ did have a plan for episode 8 and 9, that Kathleen Kennedy didn't have a plan. It also says something about how the story group, RJ and Kathleen Kennedy, felt about J.J. Abrams, and also how they felt about being kept out of filming TFA for the most part. You know, there are stories that he had, in one of the first drafts of TFA, that he actually had Han handing Luke the lightsaber, and that would have been a powerful scene. I think it would have brought tears of joy to everybody. And we would have at least had 2 of the Beatles in the movie together. And they didn't, and Kathleen Kennedy and everybody else was like, we don't see our new characters. And that's a whole nother video. It's like, all right, you have the biggest movie star in the world who has been relevant since 1977. You think you're going to see John Boyega? You think you're going to see Oscar Isaac? You think you're going to notice Daisy Ridley? No, you're not. Because that's not how you should have written the movie. All right? You should have made the movie and had the big 3, Harrison, Carrie, and Mark, do a slow, soft handoff to the new characters. Okay? And maybe then we'd like them. But we don't now, because you had to fuck the original big 3 over to sell your new characters, and you can't sell your new characters because the fans are pissed off. And it's one of the biggest reasons why the fans are pissed off. We don't like seeing Han treated like shit and written like shit. We don't like seeing Leia treated like shit and written like shit. We sure as fuck didn't like seeing Luke written like shit and treated like shit. So there you go. That's why, in a nutshell, you're having trouble selling Star Wars right now. Because the characters that you people created are boring, one-dimensional, SJW constructs, avatars, and people don't like people like that. Casual fans don't like people like that. So anyway, I kind of wanted to, and that's actually, it's not the biggest reason, it's one of the biggest reasons why people are pissed off. Of the many thousands of reasons why people are pissed off. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to touch base on this because it's not something to get angry over. It's not a shock. I knew it. I know other people did too. I've talked about it on this channel, and it's like, yeah, well, that's another reason why TLJ sucked, is he didn't follow anything JJ wanted him to do. And it just, basically, he wrote what he wanted to write. He did what he wanted to do. Lied, basically had a script, I think, that probably did kind of follow JJ's ideas, and then set fire to it. And I'll give you the reason why. The story group hates JJ. JJ would not let them anywhere near TFA. He got into many clashes with Kathleen Kennedy and made the movie that he wanted to make. And it wasn't perfect, but the reason why I think it was so mediocre is because he just did not have enough time to sit down and think about what it was going to be. And you can't do a 6-month script for a movie of the magnitude of a Star Wars movie. It took years for George Lucas to develop the first one. Okay? Years. This is not something you take on lightly because it has cultural and mythological and historical significance all the way back 10,000 years in human history. Okay? Remember that. So that's why TFA is so mediocre. And then you have the infighting. And that's why TLJ was the way it was. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. I read Martin's tweet, and then I thought, TLJ is nothing more than a big F-U to JJ, to Mark Hamill, George Lucas, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher, and the fans. And 40 years of cultural relevance. It is basically, and it was done deliberately to destroy it. But I've already done a video about the narcissistic abuse that RJ and KK basically wielded out with it. So, anyway, this is Steph. I just wanted to kind of jump in and say, this is nothing to be angry about. It's been known. We all knew this. I'll see you around the galaxy. Well, this is Steph. I hope you guys had a good time watching this. Again, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell for more content, hit the like button, share away, we share here, and, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you around the galaxy.